The wait is finally over. The UFC is back. It's been a long 6 weeks. The Paramount Plus era is here. This is Mmajawn. You can call me G. I went undefeated the last time UFC was out here in December 13th. And I'm going to do it again. Let's get straight into some fights. First fight up, I'm not going to waste your time. It's Ty Miller versus Adam Fudgitt. Ty Miller is a young prospect, 25 years old, making his debut fight here, coming off the Dana White Contender Series, and he looks solid coming off the Dana White Contender Series. Go watch his last fight. He boxed pretty well, kept his composure, and definitely looked good. He's going against a old man named Adam Fudgitt. The dude is 37 years old, fighting for checks. I'm not going to waste your time. He has no chance. He's going to get his head boxed off. Definitely might lose by late round finish, but right now I'm going to go with Ty Miller to win by decision, and a dominant one. Next fight up, we got Smotherman versus Ricky Turcios. Now this fight, it's a little bit tricky. I like Ricky. Ricky definitely has the heart and the volume to make this fight very interesting. And it's all up to Smotherman to kind of stay composed and use his hands and box and use the full octagon in order to get his game plan going. I'm going to go ahead and lean Smotherman to win here a decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky Turcios sneaks a split decision against Smotherman. I think these guys are definitely fighting for their jobs, considering that they're both coming off the back-to-back L streaks. I think whoever loses here definitely is going to get cut by the UFC. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Smotherman. I think he's definitely the more skilled fighter out of the two. Ricky throws a whole bunch of volume. Some of that doesn't really land, but to the judges, that may seem like he is the more active fighter. He is landing the more shots. But to be honest with you, I'm going to go Smotherman to win by a decision. Let's fight up. We got Josh Hokit versus Denzel Freeman. And to be honest with you, man, Denzel Freeman, his last fight was extremely boring. He definitely yelled way more than what he landed, and I don't like that. He was definitely like, but actually was not landing anything when it comes to those punches. It was just all sound and making it look pretty, I guess, for the judges. But to be honest with you, that was terrible. Josh Hokit, on the other hand, go check out his Dana White Contender Series interview. This is a man with definitely mic skills, a former NFL player. I think he used to play for the 49ers. And I think he'll definitely is going to get the knockout victory. Josh Hokit is definitely way more aggressive than Denzel Freeman from what we've seen so far. And I think Denzel Freeman is going to go in here and try to do it again. Try to stand a distance and try to land on Josh Hokit from afar. Trying to make the fight like his pace and his style. And I don't think Josh Hokit is going to allow that to happen. He's very aggressive. Definitely can wrestle better than Denzel Freeman, in my opinion, and I think Josh Hokit would just go in there and slap him up. I think I got Josh Hokit for a first or second round knockout. This is where things get interesting. Next fight up, we got Michael Johnson, 25-19 Michael versus Alexander Hernandez, 18-8. Both are streaking right now. Surprisingly, for Michael Johnson, he is definitely streaking. He is definitely putting in some performances that will have you like, wow, where has this been in the past? He's been in the game for well over some time. And Alexander Hernandez as well, been in the game for a while, but he's looking solid now. I think in this fight, I'm going to go with Alexander Hernandez. Michael Johnson is definitely the one with the better hands. But when it comes to, in my opinion, the complete package, I'm going to go with Alexander Hernandez. I definitely got him using all his tools when it comes to the MMA world to get this job done. And I think he's definitely going to win and edge out a victory. The only thing I'm scared about is Michael Johnson's hands. Maybe he lands one or two good shots, stumbles Alexander Hernandez. But those are all just what ifs. I really do think Alexander Hernandez will use his grappling, will use his striking, and will definitely edge out a victory. Give me Alexander Hernandez to win by decision. Now, next fight up, we got Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. 25-10 versus 18-7. I'm going to honestly take Alex Perez. And the only reason why is just his takedowns, his grappling game, his wrestling game. I do think even with the recent losing streak that he's in, he's has shown me that that he has the heart and he can definitely stay in there with these guys. As much as I want Charles Johnson to win, and he honestly could win, I want to see Charles Johnson climb the ranks and get that rematch for Joshua Van. Who wouldn't want to see that, honestly, knowing that Charles Johnson knocked him out and he's currently the champion. But anyway, I think I got Alex Perez. I think Alex Perez will take him down. Slow down the striking of Charles Johnson, because Charles Johnson is the better striker in my opinion. But don't be surprised if this is going to be like some sort of split or anything like that, because this is going to be a competitive fight. Alex can withstand the stand-up with Charles Johnson. He could stand up with him and make him competitive. But not only that, I think he can take him down as well. And I don't think Charles Johnson has that type of wrestling. So with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and lean Alex Perez to win a split decision or a 29-28 decision against Charles Johnson. Next fight up, we got Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Now, unfortunately, if you have watched Nikita Krylov's last couple fights, he's been getting rocked. He got knocked out back to back. And on the other hand, Modestas, I think he's 4-0 right now, looking pretty sharp. And this one's going to be a pretty difficult one to pick. I've seen the odds; they're getting closer and closer. I really hope Modestas is not injured. But I do think Modestas here gets this win, but I don't think it's going to be an easy one just like the other ones have. Nikita Krylov is definitely going to put in that work against Modestas. I can see him using his wrestling against Modestas in this one. But I'm going to still go ahead and say Modestas Bukauskas gets a finish in the late third round or a decision victory. We got Ateba, Gautier versus Andrey, Pulyaev. And honestly, based on the images I'm going to show you guys here, if I told you which one of these fighters is going to win and you never watched any of these fighters fight, who would you choose? Exactly. So we're going to go with Ateba Gautier to get it done by knockout. That power is insane. We're talking about Francis Ngannou Jr. here. He's definitely going to land one shot, and that's really all it takes. He's going to knock his ass the hell out. Next fight up, we got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Deiveson Figueiredo, and these lines are crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. They are heavily disrespecting Deiveson Figueiredo, but I get it. Figueiredo is pretty old now. Former champion, by the way. But he's pretty old now, and he's fighting a Nurmagomedov. Umar is honestly in a whole different level. He's going to take him down. And with these numbers, don't be surprised for a submission win. Maybe in the second or third round, or a dominant 30-27, maybe even 30-26 type of fight. So obviously, I'm not going to really waste your time on this one either. Umar Nurmagomedov should definitely get it done, and with ease. Next fight up, we got Gene Silva versus Arnold Allen. The redemption arc for Gene Silva. His last fight up, he got destroyed. He got too aggressive, spinning an elbow, KO'd him. He looked a bloody mess. And to be honest with you, this guy, he cannot lose again against Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen hasn't been here for about over a year. And your first fight back is a killer like Gene Silva. And you expect me to pick you to win. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a great fight for you. Give me Gene Silva to win by knockout or decision. Next fight up, we got Rose Namajunas versus Natalia Silva. Now this one's going to be a banger. Rose Namajunas was supposed to fight Alexa Grasso, but Natalia Silva steps in, and Natalia Silva is definitely looking great in her last couple fights. Her striking is there. She kind of low-key reminds me of Rose Namajunas when her striking is when Rose Namajunas is in her flow state, I should say. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Natalia Silva, this is her time. I don't see her losing. She's gonna go in there and make it a nice little striking affair. I don't think Rose's grappling is gonna even matter. I don't think she's gonna even bother taking her down or using her grappling. This fight is gonna be a stand-up fight for all 3 rounds. Natalia Silva's going to definitely land the better shots, the better leg kicks. Rose is also a former champion. She's going to look good, but I think Natalia Silva edges it out. And I'm going to go ahead and say Natalia Silva wins by decision, 29-28. Next fight up, we got the Dominican Poppy, Wilder Cortez-Acosta versus the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pick Wilder Cortez-Acosta. Honestly, if you've been watching his last fights, he fought like 6 times last year. In the span of 12 months, I should say. The dude has been looking phenomenal. I can't. When it comes to late notice fights, he's there. He wins. In the heat of controversy, he wins. He gets eye poked, he wins. The dude's a monster. I think it's time we stop down on this man. I know Derrick Lewis has that one punch power, and all he really needs is to land that one punch, but I just can't get behind the 40-year-old Derrick Lewis. I see him now tiring out. Wilder Cortez used to be a boxer, so he's definitely going to jab him up, take his time, maybe tire Derrick Lewis out and find the late round finish. If not, win by decision, 30-26, 30-27, sorry, and easily get Derrick Lewis out of here. Next fight up, we got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Now, I know people are scared. We haven't seen Sean O'Malley versus anyone else besides Merab in the last year or two. But I'm going to be honest with you. I got Sean O'Malley to win this pretty easily here, actually. 30-27, Sean O'Malley is going to go in here and just use his range. It's a 72-inch range reach for Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong 67. I do think here Sean O'Malley just tags him up, keeps it from range, and just uses his long limbs to get the job done. Song Yadong, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to grapple with this guy. The only thing Song Yadong, I think, has with him is his power, but Sean O'Malley also has some sort of power behind those hands as well. You could say Song Yadong is going to try to grapple, but to be honest with you, Sean O'Malley has been fighting and game planning for Merab for like the last year. So there's like a very low chance Song Yadong is going to take Sean O'Malley down. I don't see that happening, especially when you've been game planning for that guy for so long. And no, I just don't see it happening. Give me Sean O'Malley here to tag you up and win an easy decision. Sean O'Malley, 30-27. For the interim lightweight title fight, we got Justin Gaethje versus Paddy the Baddy, Pimblett. 26-5, Justin Gaethje versus 23-3. Now, I am a little nervous on this fight. I am one of those few that I still don't have faith in Paddy the Baddy. Yeah, he has looked good against Michael Chandler. That's Michael Chandler. He has looked good against Bobby Green. You saw what he did there during that Bobby Green fight. And unfortunately, I'm not a believer of Paddy the Baddy. You can clown me all you want, especially if he wins this fight, but I just don't think he will. So with that being said, I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje. I'm going to be one of the few to go with Justin Gaethje in this fight. A lot of people are going to pick Paddy the Baddy, and a lot of people want him to win. Who knows? He might win, but I don't think so. This is not my pick. I got Justin Gaethje defending those whack-ass takedowns that Paddy the Baddy is going to attempt, that whack-ass stand-up game that Paddy Baddy is going to try to lay on him. As long as Justin Gaethje avoids any of that nonsense, maybe those ankle picks that he's going to try to do to try to take him down and submit him, because I'm going to be honest, obviously Paddy the Baddy is way better than Justin Gaethje when it comes to the submission game and whoever has him on the ground, he's obviously better. If it goes to the ground, I should say. He's obviously better than Justin Gaethje if it goes to the ground. Could easily submit him. But is it even going to get there? It's the question you got to ask yourself. I don't think it will. Scousers will get knocked out in this fight. If not, Justin Gaethje would win this decision. I do think it's going to be a good fight. Paddy the Baddy definitely seems confident, but you beat Michael Chandler, you beat Bobby Green, and I think a lot of people are picking you just off recency bias and what they see against those type of fighters. But let's be honest, Is Michael Chandler that guy? I watched Tony Ferguson was giving you work. With that being said, Justin Gaethje's last fight was against Rafael. Rafael did take him down, so that's the only thing that scares me. Obviously, Paddy can take him down with those crappy attempts that he does, but I just don't see it happening. Justin Gaethje's wrestling credentials will show this fight. You will see it, and I do think Justin Gaethje will get the job done. So with that being said, I'm taking the dog here. Justin Gaethje to win by knockout. Will be the first one to knock out Paddy the Baddy. If not, win a decision. 3-2, 4-1. And he will go on to the White House to fight Ilia Topuria. That's the final one for the event, UFC 324. If you enjoyed what you saw, just please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.